Look at your constitution here. It says that every man is presumed innocent. Even if you are caught red-handed, you are presumed innocent. But for the policeman, they will invite you before they investigate you. And the moment you are invited, you are a suspect, you are accused.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Every day and every night we'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room, yeah. But just provide a bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love?
The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love and to let it come in. So, let's talk love, intimacy, relationships, marriage, and so much more on Relationship 360 with Onyinyechi Ekumankama every Saturday. And right here on your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome to Finest Radio, the finest radio programming that you can find. Welcome. Apologies for that stutter. Good morning. My name is Onyinyechi Ekumankama, and you are listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's a nice Saturday morning. I hope that things are going well in your area where you are. Hope you're able to get a good night's sleep. Hope that your weekend is off to a great start. But thank you for tuning in and joining us on the show. Like I said, my name is Onyinyechi Ekumankama. Indeed, it's a pleasure to be here. It's time for Relationship 360, where we delve into relationship conversations. And for the past couple of weeks, we've been revisiting the topic, character traits to avoid in a relationship, under which we've looked at a couple of traits. And today we'll be looking at another trait. Today's broadcast is going to be slightly different because we're going to be ending about 30 minutes earlier than we typically would, because we have a special package prepared for you from about 8:30 a.m. up until 9 a.m. So you also want to stay tuned for that, and also just want to carry you along so that you are aware and you're not caught unawares, when that happens. But without further ado, that means today we should move everything faster than typically we would, so we cover more ground. Let's hear from my guest, who is a lawyer and the CEO, Gnosis Help Initiative. His name is Olumide Kayode Omoshibi. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Awesome.
How was your everything?
Fine, thank you. Good to see you.
Awesome. How's the family? Hope we're good.
We thank God. One of them is here.
Representing the clan.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So the malicious one is whom we are discussing today. Let me let you give your introductory remarks. I'm getting into the topic.
Okay, firstly, I would like to thank everyone for waking up early to listen, to tune in to us. We do not take you for granted. We appreciate you. Now, over the course of 7 weeks, we have been talking about character traits to avoid in relationships. Now, the reason for this is that a very common mistake people make is trying to define people by everything other than character as their suitability for marriage. Character, otherwise known in Latin as animus, is the intellect, memory, consciousness of mind, and the way a person behaves, otherwise known as the personality. A very common mistake we make is trying to substitute character, number one, for religion, saying that probably because he is a Christian or a Muslim, Yes, we attend the same church or mosque, or we know him, we know his pastor, we know his imam. We attend the same place of worship, so he must be good. So you think that because of your religion, he is suitable. And the first thing people say is, what church does he go to? You look at other things except the person's character. The second thing you look at is, where is he from? Like, we are from the same state, we are from the same local government, we are from the same village. And you think that because you are from the same village, it means that the person's character is okay. And that is it. Some people, especially our older ones, will say, no, you can't marry from here, you can't marry from there. You marry. Once they just hear, you are from this state, they say, no, you must marry that one. That one is from people. They look at other things except people's character. But this is what you need to understand, that what you are going to get married to is not the person's religion. Character and religion have two different definitions. Character and state of origin have two different definitions. This has been the foundation of a lot of people's problems, where you thought the person is active in your religious institution, so he must be, they say, God-fearing, or because he comes from your local government, and you make a choice based on that. We need to understand that is the beginning. Character is what you are going to get married to. A person's character is what you are going to live with, not his religion and not his local government. So I have mentioned that over the years in my practice of over 2 decades, I have found that in almost all my cases, which includes domestic violence and abuse, separations and divorces, have been because people have married someone with one or a combination of more than one of these particular character traits, which I have said now, I've identified as 7. That the moment you are married to someone who has one or a combination of more of these character traits, then your marriage is bound to have problems. They are, number 1, the proud. You're married to a proud person. You're married to a jealous person. Number 2, a stingy/selfish person. That's number 3, a liar. Number 4, a hot-tempered. Number 5, a jobless person. Number 6, and today we will deal with the final character trait, which is a malicious person. Malice, a malicious person. So I would rush, as we know that today is we have 30 minutes off our time. Now, malice is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as the desire to harm someone or ill will. Merriam-Webster defines malice as a desire to cause pain, injury, or distress to another. Britannica defines malice as the desire to cause harm to another person. There are basically 2 kinds of malice that concerns me in this particular, or let me say, are relevant to our discourse, which I would describe as variations of malice. The first variation are those that do not forgive easily. You have to be careful of those who do not forgive wrongs easily. Their hearts are very deep, and forgiveness is expensive. They remember every wrong, every word, every fault, and they do not forget. Dispute resolution is almost impossible with these kinds of people, because they are like layers of onions. As you are trying to solve one, there is another one. They never forgive nor forget. They remember the past issues, even those you thought you had been settled or resolved. Something happens and they bring it up, like, Onye, that's how you did last May. I remember it was May. That was how you did. They just bring it up, and you really, things never get forgotten. Nothing is put behind. People that find it difficult to forgive. You have an argument, they will stop picking your calls. They will stop responding to your text messages and chats. Days, weeks, months, you will keep apologizing and apologizing. Then you have to start calling their friends or relatives to help you beg them. Relationships with them are exhausting. The thing about Malice is that it is intentional. You cannot be mistakenly malicious. You cannot be suddenly malicious. It is a trait that is always inherent. It is in them. You cannot settle down with anyone without knowing how they resolve and settle disagreements. You can't be with someone and you say you haven't seen how they handle pain, how they handle disappointment, how they handle conflict, how they handle provocation, how they handle anger. You need to know how they cope with issues in life before you marry anybody. You need to see how they handle situations. When they are provoked, when they are angry, how do they react? I'm not saying you should go and provoke them. I'm not saying you should go and... There are some people that go out of their way. They say they want to see how the person... So they intentionally cause something. That is not what I am asking for, because that is to you. They might not react to you because they are still dating you. They might just hold it. But when they marry you and you try that same thing that you did, you will see a different reaction. So you are not the best experiment to see whether they will get angry. You need to let them see how they react to other people in their offices, in the market space, on the streets, to their friends. You need how they resolve conflicts, how they handle provocation, what they do when they're angry. You need to know how they cope with issues in life. When you guys fight, how do you settle? It is very important. When there are disagreements between you two, how do you settle? By this, I'm not saying you be there are issues that rise when both of you, between both of you. Genuine issues. How do you settle? I remember talking with a woman some years back, and when I asked her that question about how you people settle disputes, when there's an argument, how do you settle? The woman told me, we have been courting for 2 years now, and to the glory of God, we have not had any issues or cause for disagreement or any argument or fight. We have just been, it's been a miraculous relationship. I stepped back and I looked at her and I said, both of you are joking, because both of you are probably nominees for an Oscar award in acting. How can brothers and sisters fight? Colleagues have arguments in the office. Both of you coming from 2 different local government areas, 2 different backgrounds, you are telling me that you have no issue that will cause an argument. You people have not had divergent views. You must agree on everything. No. It shows that then one of you is unnecessary. When both of you see things from the same angle all the time, then one of you is unnecessary. In dispute resolution, arbitration is impossible with malicious people. They never really forgive, so they don't forget. Please don't even bother. The moment you find a person to be malicious in a relationship, you take your leave. I remember people would tell me then that I was with a clergyman's wife during COVID. She was sending messages that she really needed to see me. She said all through COVID, the husband did not talk to her. He would sleep downstairs in the parlor, and whenever he wanted to have his bath and do all that, he would go to the children's room, use the daughter's bathroom and toilet. That, it was just all through COVID. That was about 6 months.
It was a long time.
A long time. I said, how is that possible? And he preaches, he's the pastor of it. And when he was asked, he said, listen, my relationship with God is different, and my relationship with my wife is different. So that is your excuse for not... Times he will be talking. While she is there, he will be telling the children, tell your mother that I am going. And she's right there. Everything to avoid. Some people will not eat the spouse's food. Some people will not talk to because you are angry. Yes, you can be angry. When I'm angry, when I'm very angry, one of the things I do when I don't want to overshoot is keep quiet. But the issue is that let a night pass. The following morning, you understand. It's not that it will be in future continuous tense. It will be a forever thing. There are some people, no intimacy, no food, you just stop talking to them. When you notice you are with that kind of person, listen, marriage to them, even friendship with them is very exhausting and difficult. You need to avoid them. The second variation to malice comes from the synonyms of malice. Now, synonyms of malice are spiteful, malevolent, hostile, bitter, poisonous, evil intention, mean, nasty, and cruel. This malice arises from two major sources, which is gossip and jealousy. Those are its triggers. In Greek mythology, the goddess Kakia was the goddess of malice. She was referred to as the goddess of vice, the goddess of ill will, and her siblings were Zelos, that is Thonios, which is the god of jealousy, Erinys, which is the god of fury, and Epithemia, which is the goddess of lust. Now, the goddess of malice tried to tempt many people to become evil and malicious. And her most famous temptation was that of Heracles, who is also known as Hercules. And in her temptation were these famous words. She told him, "You shall have the fruits of other people's toil and refrain from nothing that can bring you gain. To my companions, I give authority to pluck advantage wherever they will." Then Hercules said, "Lady, I pray, what is your name?" She said, "My friends call me Happiness, but amongst those that hate me, I am nicknamed Kakia, which is malice." This same goddess was the doom of the Olympian gods, as after centuries of effort, she succeeded in stripping the gods of their immortality and was punished with a curse that doomed her to an eternity of imprisonment beneath the sands of Egypt. Now, what was her problem? She was envious of the powers of the other gods and goddesses. Meanwhile, she was also a goddess with her own powers, but her others, the success and the glory, the courage of others were a problem for her. So she spent centuries trying to take the others' powers, strip them of their powers. And eventually she succeeded, which was the death of the immortality of the Olympian gods. Now, how is this relevant to us? The second variation to malice is that you have to be careful with people who cannot handle your success or your dreams. It becomes a thing of envy when you are married to someone who sees your progress as a threat. Let me give you an example. The first act of murder in the Bible was when Cain killed Abel, his brother, because God accepted his sacrifice. What was the problem? One was a hunter, one was a farmer. They were not competing in any way because we don't even have the same profession. But one brought a luscious offering, the other just brought anything, and God accepted one and denied the other, and that just caused malice. It was so serious that he deceived his brother and killed him. Killed him. Why? He didn't do anything to him, but the success, the fact that his own sacrifice was accepted was the problem. The second act of malice was when the brothers of Joseph conspired to kill him because he had a dream. The sun, moon, stars bowing before him. That was the problem. The third act of malice was when King Saul wanted to kill David because God chose him. Look at the fourth act of malice in the time of King Solomon, when a woman slept on her own child, and when she woke up, saw the child was dead, took the child of another, and then put her dead child under the arms of the other woman. And when that one woke up, saw a dead child, was startled, but examining the child, saw that it was not her child. And it became an argument. This is my child. This is not your child. This is my child. They went to the king. The king said, "Bring me a sword. Cut this child into two." Look at what the other woman said. Said, "Yes, cut it into two so that both of us, me and you, nobody will have children." Look at that. She said, rather than anything, other than anything, let both of us not have, rather than you have. That, just kill her own so that my own is gone, you too, your own. They cannot stand that yours is good. So rather than you making it, they would rather kill anything. Let me tell you, malice it has its offshoot, it's an offshoot of jealousy. Look at that. When Jesus came in the time of the Pharisees, Sadducees, the religious leaders came together and they had a plan on how to kill Jesus. Why? Because they said the whole world is going after him. Soon they will lose their relevance. Now look at this. When they held Christ, the Pilate looked at Jesus and said, I see no fault with this man. Look at what they said. They said, let his blood be on our heads and our children. They don't care whatever happens. They destroyed the future of their children and said, let the blood be on us and our children. They did not care. Malice does not care who they hurt, even generations unborn. Jesus did not survive the malice of man. What makes you think you will survive the malice of a partner? This is what you need to understand. This variation to malice. Let me give you some examples. A lady called one time. She wanted to do her masters. Her husband said, he is the head of the house. He must do masters first before she would do the masters. So he didn't have money. She gave him the money to do the masters. Okay, do your own. I will do my own. After some years, she asked, how far? The man did not do the masters. He spent the money. She now wanted to do again. The man still maintained that he must have a master's. Collected the woman's money twice. Still did not do the masters. There are malice is I always talk about the woman who got promoted in her office, ran home to meet her husband. Oh, I've been promoted, and with an official car. What did the husband say? Why is it always you they are promoting in that office? They promoted you about 5 years ago. Now they've promoted you again. You and this, don't bring any official car to this house. She had to be parking the official car by the filling station down the street. Malice cannot stand I think it was here. A gentleman was looking for a better job, and he had done all the exams, all the interviews. It was the final one with the CEO. And that morning he was having his bath, and the wife locked him inside the bathroom. She went out pretending, with the children, and came back in the evening. This man had banged the door. And by the time she came back and opened the door, she said, what's wrong? He was furious. He was shouting that, that I had and you locked me. She said, no, she didn't know. But the issue is nobody locks their bathroom in the house. Nobody locks the toilet. The toilet is open. There is no key on the door to the toilet, except from the inside.
You're locking it so no one walks in on you.
And it became a big problem. When, it became a very big issue, the woman just said, you will now have a better job. Other women will now be seeing you. You will now have money to be fooling around. That she prefers him like this.
Can you imagine?
That is malice. You cannot stand the progress of another. In Akure, yes, a 50-year-old Daniel Ojo was sentenced to death at Shagari village, Akure, on the 14th of November 2019. He locked the matrimonial home where his wife was sleeping and set it on fire after accusing her of not telling him about a car and 3 plots of land she acquired. Now, when she got some money, she bought those 3 plots. But the wife had told her older brother that she cannot tell her husband because anytime he's broke, he sells off her properties. So this time, she will not tell him what this plot of land, the car, she will do the plots in her name and the children's name and all that. And then one day the man found out and burnt her alive. Beware of those that cannot handle your success. You need to understand when you want to marry, you need to, these are your dreams. Watch how they behave. Watch how they handle it. Some people will say, okay, no problem. But the moment you get into a relationship and you see that this person just wants you to remain where you are, you say, when we marry, these things, you will not be doing them. You have to run. We don't have time today.
Yes, and we do need to take a short break at this time. So when we come back, we'll conclude those thoughts, open the phone lines, hopefully earlier than typically, and continue. Stay with us. It's 99.3 Nigeria Info.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid to class.
Tell me which kind thing Viva no fi wash away, 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 away. Jenna tomato paste, the coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away, 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 away. Chicken for your clothes now, all you need for Viva to wash away, 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 away. Eh, gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand. Oh my Viva, you couldn't make you shine. Oh Viva, Viva. Oh yo yo, I love my Viva, oh Viva. Oh yo yo, Uncle say bye bye to very tough stage yo. Oh yo yo, Mama say bye bye to any kind stage yo. Oh yo yo, oh Viva, Viva. Oh yo yo, I love my Viva, Viva. Oh yo yo.
Every child loves Bobo, my special Bobo dream. Every adult loves nutritious yogo, yogo sweet. Tasty creamy yogo, 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 yogo sweet. My Bobo, my yogo, ooh la la la.
Bobo, filled with vitamins and minerals. The taste is awesome and the feeling is so indescribably special. It comes in different flavors and is available in shops nationwide. Yogo yogurt is creamy, yummy, tasty, and specially made with vitamins and minerals. It contains probiotics for your good health and nutrition. It has different flavors and is available in shops nationwide. Products of Bobo Foods and Beverages.
My Bobo, my yogo, ooh la la la.
Ooh la la.
Are you ready to ignite your career in the media industry? Wazobia Academy Spark program is back and better than ever. Registration opens 20th of May and closes 24th of June. Physical classes hold on Wednesday 26th to 28th of June. Spark 2.0 is offering 3 incredible courses running simultaneously. Becoming an OAP, series writing, and video shooting and editing. 16,000 naira only for each course, covering both online learning and 3-day physical training. What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your career in the creative industry. Visit www.wazobiacademy.com/spark 2.0 to register or send a WhatsApp message to 0908-826-5038 or call 0911-111-1221. Terms and conditions apply. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
the first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games
Check.
to juicy gist
Double check.
and great music.
Super check.
All these and more on your number one PlayStation 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You just want yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Malice. One player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. I want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347*880*3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347*880*3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock lasts.
Hey Lagos, if you're a student, parent, or guardian, well, pay close attention because I've come with good news. And this one is from PressPay NG. And if you're not familiar with the brand, well, let me give you a little insight. So, PressPay NG is an education, banking, and financing app that provides easy and creative ways for parents and students to pay their school fees. Whether you're seeking assistance with your school fees payments as an education loan, you want to enjoy scholarship, save bit by bit for your school fees, or you're just looking for other creative ways of funding your education, well, not to worry because PressPay NG has got you covered. And guess what, Lagos? It's so easy. Yes, you can now get up to 60% of your school fees to the tune of 2 million naira per applicant as a loan on the PressPay NG app at a rate you will not find anywhere. I'm talking 0.75 interest rate, zero collaterals, paperless, seamless, and a stress-free application and repayment plans. PressPay NG funds primary, secondary, tertiary, and postgraduate education. So, if I were you, I would not let this opportunity slip away. Lagos, go now and download the PressPay NG app from your Google Play Store or your iOS App Store. And you can also check out the website at www.presspay.ng, www.presspay.ng, or you can check them out on all their social media platforms at PressPay NG, or just call 0706 041 3337. That is 0706 041 3337 to register as a parent or a student and enjoy all the amazing benefits that await you. Lagos, with PressPay NG, not only would you get access to student loans or education loans, you can also pay bills, top up your airtime, data, and cable subscription at discounted rates. With PressPay NG, it's all about providing hope and opportunities. PressPay NG, funding the future.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back to your number one station for talk. It's 99.3 Nigeria Info, and you're tuned in to Relationship 360. My name is Onyinyechi Ekumankama. We still have Barrister Olumide in the studio with us, and still introductory remarks, but he was concluding now, so let me let you go ahead, please. Also, we're streaming live on YouTube, let me say that. So if you'd like to be a part of the show on that platform, please, you are very much welcome to join us on there. Nigeria Info FM is the handle or you're looking for on YouTube. Please go ahead, sir.
Well, the conclusion is when you see malicious people, whether you are related to them, whether you are married to them, whether they are it is a bad idea. Even as business partners, it doesn't end well because they are vindictive. It's more like do me, I do you. There are no mistakes with them. There's no forgiveness with them. There is no settlement with them. They are vindictive people. It never ends well. I have so many examples here, but because of time, I would end this here so that we go straight to the phone lines. I think.
Yes, fantastic.
Yes.
All right, let's do that. So the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation this morning, we have 0201 277 0993. We have 0201 277 1993. 0201 277 2993, and of course 0201 277 3993. You can leave a WhatsApp message on 0809 597 5805. On X, we are at Nigeria Info FM. Same with Skype. But for Skype is strictly for those not in the country who would like to put a call through. And of course, like I said, we're on YouTube as well, Nigeria Info FM. Be a part of the conversation on there. 1 minute when you call.
And please let new people call. Old guys, let me apologize to Mrs. Oboli, Pastor Ladipo.
It's already mass attendance on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp. Let me apologize to Mr. Chris. Please, we just need new people to talk. A lot of people want to call, but because of the special connection you have, special code. So please, new callers, please. Just new callers.
All right, let's make this very effective. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Please help me turn off your
Hello,
radio.
good morning.
Good morning, sir. What is your name, please?
My name is Joshua. I'm calling you from Joshua.
All right, you're welcome, sir. Please go ahead in 1 minute.
Sorry, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry, sir. All that you have said this morning, exactly you are talking to me. Because I said that because...
Mr. Joshua, your background is very noisy, so you're going to have to be very loud and quick, please. Thank you.
So, I quarreled with my wife. Let me just say, the whole picture you painted this morning is about me and my wife. But I'm a type of person that is peaceful. I married her since going to 8 years now. And she's not working. And I want her to do something. I've been encouraging her to do something. I told her there's no money for opening a business or renting shops. And you know the way Nigeria is now.
Yes, please. I'm going to need you to round off.
Okay, why can't you pick up a teaching job so that you'll be able to at least
support
coaching these children more, the children. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, but I need you to round off your time. Your 1 minute is out.
But the quarrel we have 2 days ago, I'll settle this with her because I don't want the children to have double mind.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for listening. I will really appreciate.
Excuse me.
I pray for you.
All right. Good morning, 99.3. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Here.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, I just listened to your program this morning, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
malice aspect you are trying to teach this morning. I just got so many messages, but I didn't start from the beginning. One, let me make an example.
In 1 minute, please. So that's less than 1 minute to go now.
For some time, I had issue with my wife. We settled and cut out relationship.
All right. My sincere apologies for that. Please call back if you can, sir. Hello. Good morning, 99.3. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Chino.
All right. Please go ahead in 1 minute.
All right. I want you to talk about that forgiveness of an offense. You know, in scripture, God does not forgive an unrepentant sinner. So a partner that always gets you angry, gets you something that creates anger in you repeatedly. It's not that you have not forgiven her, but it will still repeat what happened last time. It will still do it to offend you. It will still cause anger in the house. And you keep on forgiving. You keep on repeating.
So there is a problem with that. When you were dating this person, did you not know that they were not a match? I have said before that you need to date someone so that you need to know what you can handle. You cannot marry your provocation. You cannot marry a temptation, something that will tempt you to always lose your temper or to always you marry something that provokes you. So that one is a bit different.
it was my fault. The day I engaged her, I gave her a ring that I want to marry you was to stop a fight. Because I never knew her very well. I asked her friend. So when her friend told me something about her, and I now asked her, this is what I heard about you. She got angry. In order not to continue the fight, I said, I want to marry you. That is why I'm finding out something about you. Since today, it has been a war, a battlefield.
How long have you been married, sir?
18 years, sir. 18 years. Every day, I wish it comes to an end. Every week. I wish it comes to an end. But
Can I ask you a question? Can you answer me truthfully? Has it gotten to a stage that you raised your hand to beat her?
Yes, now.
So, because of repeated provocation, don't you think that you are sitting on an explosive? You are sitting on water that is boiling.
There was a time I picked my 3 children to her father's house and give them their father's house and say, Daddy, call your daughter. Let him come to your house and tell you what crime have I committed. She refused to come. After 2-3 days, the daddy begged us and I took the children back to Lagos.
Sir, I think if it will continue like this, then there's no use for your union. Is not a union. Your union is an experiment. It is a trial. It is a trial. So before you kill somebody or before somebody kills you, I think that you should consider separation. If it is repeated provocation, if it is repeated fighting, if it is, sir, that is what you call an abusive marriage.
I only visit home now every Saturday night and come out on Monday morning.
I wish you all the best, sir. I really wish you all the best. You need to, marriage is not settlement. Marriage is not to quell fights. Marriage is intentional. You must know what you are doing. You cannot use marriage to you sort out something, to try to please someone, or out of pity or out of sympathy or empathy, you now marry the person. Now your 18 years have been years of endurance, has been years of provocation. You have not known joy, you have not known peace. I wonder how your blood pressure is. I wonder how the state of the health is. I wonder how your children, because I can guarantee that one of your children at least is going to be abusive. Because that is all they see every day. Children raised in an abusive home grow up to become abusive adults. It is a fact. I wish you all the best, sir.
On WhatsApp, I have some messages. This first one is from a lady who didn't give us her name, and she says, good morning, #relationship360. She says, good morning, Barrister and Onyinyechi. She says her ex-husband was always malicious, and anytime they had issues, he wouldn't forgive her. He wouldn't forgive her because he always repeated the things that had happened in the past. He was always jealous of her success, saying that she had more money than him and that he didn't want her to work for years, you know. So when she used to work, he used to say she didn't have time for him. So he had pretended to be happy until they moved to another compound, and then he stopped her from working. That's when he made the statement that he made. And he was even jealous of her family, saying that they are rich and living as well. He is not rich, that she should find a solution that will make him rich too. That will make him rich as well. She said she was shocked when she decided to stay away from him because he was a beater as well. But she says, glory be to God that she has left him. She's a single mother and she's happy with her life.
Datest not thou
She's working and taking care
before
of her
you marry. You need to date. You need to see these people. It's not this.
Can you imagine?
Marry. You know, you would see it. You would see malice. You would see jealousy. You would see it. It's like a garment. They can't hide it. You can't say, well, you didn't know he was malicious. You will know only if you didn't. First of all, people don't date long enough. Now, long enough is not like 1 year. Somebody came to me. They dated for 2 months. The third month, they got married. The marriage is 7 months. He wants a divorce. How is it that you just meet somebody, you don't meet them in their elements, you don't date them, you don't see their character? If you can't see character, then you haven't seen anything. You can't decide when you don't know. It's like you want to buy a car. You have not opened the engine. You have not checked what it can do. You don't know how many liters it is. You don't know what you have to know what you are buying.
I mean, probably to add, beyond or in addition to how long, how well. Because you find some people who date for years only to get married. And
they didn't
split.
date.
So now the quality of the dating is not just, okay, you were together for 5 years.
Some people came to my office, they dated for 9 years. 9 years. By the second year, they moved in together because both of them were working. So they said, they should save money. So the other stopped paying rent to come and stay here because they knew they were going to marry. For 9 years, they lived together. In fact, they had bought properties together. They got married on the 10th year. Their marriage lasted 5 months.
Wow.
So the problem was now how they would divide all what they had bought together. That was how they had to go to court.
Interesting. 9 years.
The fact, you see, it is, they say it is not how long. You say, we dated for 3 years. That your 3 years can be compressed into 2 weeks. Because you didn't really date.
Quality of it,
You didn't really date.
Quality over quantity.
I met some people where they meet in church on Sundays, and the guy considers it as, we go out every Sunday. I said, you don't go out every Sunday. You go to church every Sunday. They sit down there. That is not it. Don't you take her out. You don't go to the movies or go and sit down at the beach or go and sit down on a table. You don't meet her friends. You have to meet their friends. You cannot date people in isolation. At times, looking at who they hang out with will give you an idea of who they are. You cannot date people in isolation. You don't know. You didn't really know. You ask questions and you can't answer.
Let me see very quickly. A message from. I'm so sorry. I don't understand why these messages are disappearing. It was literally just in front of me. Barrister, good morning, and our beautiful host. He says this is from Otumba Oyebanjo from Isolo Kingdom. He says, love is blind. I can always change him or her. He says he's in a relationship 360 class this morning, and he hopes to whom it is concerned that they are listening to your lessons. He says he's married already.
I will deal with fallacies of marriage. One of the fallacies of marriage is love is blind. I will deal with it. I will deal with it. We'll go back.
Excuse me. Chisco from Ijagemo Jaga Road. Apologies if I murdered that pronunciation.
You not only murdered,
I'm so sorry.
You killed the family, not just one person.
Please.
You killed the entire family of that pronunciation.
Good morning, Onyinyechi Ekumankama. You're doing a great job. Regarding the topic about a hot-tempered person, maybe you're referring to a few weeks back. Are you implying that such a person, especially if it's a pathological or inborn, similar to Ben Carson's childhood irascible state, as the case may be, is not marriage material, hence he or she should not be married?
What? Please repeat it.
Let me just try and make it simpler. Basically, the person is asking if someone is it possible to be born with the hot-tempered trait? Because he implies that that's the case, and that was the case with Ben Carson. And he says, so someone like that, are you saying that they are not going to marry in life?
My issue is why the interest in hot-tempered people. Are you one? My answer to that is when you check out the story of creation, God said to each animal its kind. So this is my answer. Let them marry their kind. If that a hot-tempered person, marry another hot-tempered person. So by the time this one breaks a bottle, the other brings a cutlass, they will be all right. But do not mix wolves with sheep. Do not mix innocent with guilty. If you want to go and use yourself as an experiment to date a hot-tempered person, you can go ahead. Mine is just a suggestion. Yours is either to agree or disagree. You can go ahead. There's nothing, no issues there.
Let's take some more calls. Good morning, 99.3.
Good morning.
Good morning. Could you please speak up for us?
Is this
Moses?
Moses?
This is Moses.
Moses, good morning. How are you? We're not calling you today.
It's almost a month.
It's all good. It's all right. Oga Moses, I know you saw I mentioned your name before your name came on air.
Forgive us, Moses.
Mabinu.
Let's allow newer voices.
Let's
morning,
allow
please.
newer
Thank you.
voices. Thank you.
Thank you for understanding. Thank you for your understanding. Good morning, 99.3. Welcome to the show. Hello, good
Hi,
morning.
good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling. My name is Abalu. I'm calling from Ikoyi.
All right, please go ahead, sir. In 1 minute.
Okay. What Barrister just said now. He gets my memory back to my brother. Can you hear me?
We can
Loud
hear
and
you
clear.
absolutely.
Loud and clear. 1 minute is counting.
Okay. So my brother was dating a lady, and the lady has everything Barrister is saying: jealousy, malicious, all those things. And there was a time I even asked my brother, "Can you cope with this lady?" My brother told me that, yes, when I get married to her, I will change her. I just laughed. I said, bro, see, you can't change a woman. She will decide to change herself. And, hello?
Please
We
go
are
ahead,
listening.
sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Your time is actually...
It was a day my brother nearly get killed for my present due to one of the character. She was calling my brother one day, and my brother forgot his phone in the room, and he was calling. The phone was ringing. My brother was not picking, and two of us was together. And when we were coming home, she waited for my brother for outside the gate. She where your phone? My brother said, my phone. I forgot my phone inside. She was trying to argue. I said, okay, madam, call the phone now. If the phone is here, he said, no. He went to go and meet another woman. Before you know, this woman carry block. Want to hit the block my brother's head in my presence.
Wow.
See, all those things, people should be careful. Don't say, she's too beautiful. Oh, when I get married to her, I will change her. When I get married to him, he will change.
To the unchanging changers, those that can change people.
Yes.
Now, wow.
See, I just caught this story. When my brother was trying to defend himself, my brother hand hit her in the face.
Oh,
if
wow.
you see her face that day, you will think my brother nearly killed her. And when her parents
Thank
come,
you so much, sir.
They say, oh, this and that. People should be careful.
People should be very careful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
99.3, good morning.
Awesome.
1 minute when you call.
Awesome.
Sincere apologies.
I will
Hopefully
change
we have
him. I will
somebody
change her.
next. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma.
Good morning,
sir.
Yes, sir. This is my first time calling.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. We're happy to hear from you.
Wait. My name is Kingsley, calling you from Jakode.
All right, sir. 1 minute, please. Thank you.
So, the moment I've been having this problem, I've been trying to call Barrister, but I don't know if he call her. But by the grace of God, I've been listening to him.
Thank
so
you very
God
much,
help me
sir.
out. You understand?
Thank you, sir.
Even though it reached the extent whereby, if this woman slapped me, my woman, they slapped me for house. I will call pastor. I will call their pastor. Will go. Pastor will pet me, pet her. Will go back again. The same thing will still repeat itself. The next thing I just run from Ijushaga to Island. Yeah, I start staying here doing work. Before I go to the house, we pack all the loads inside the room and go and rent our own apartment.
How many children do you have?
Now one, sir.
Was one before the slap or during the slap?
One before the slap.
How long did you date her before you married her?
So I would say more than 3 years because she been work with total staff and me say I work with total staff. I'm a driver while she do nanny work.
And you did not get any slap while you were dating?
Yes, sir. She was calm, gentle, all that.
All the 3 years she was calm and gentle. You didn't have an argument?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So you married one they call wolf in sheep's clothing. And then when you married, everything just changed.
Yes, sir.
Immediately you see it, you run. No? You run.
I don't know.
Thank you.
She even go ahead to rent her own house and pack the property for the house.
Yeah,
All right.
it is well.
So sorry about that. Thank you for calling. We're very close to a break, so I would refrain from taking phone calls until we return. So let me try and squeeze in a couple of messages in the meantime. This texter would like to remain anonymous, and he says that, we're talking about him and his wife. They've been married for 18 years. I don't know. No, this is not the person who called earlier because this number is international. Person says they've been married for 18 years now, but, his wife still remembers every single thing done wrong, the time and the date. Verbal abuse every now and then, he says.
Okay.
That's heavy. Hello, what if the man who talks about being in an abusive marriage is actually the problem? What if he's the one triggering the woman to provoke him? Saint Pato from Agbara is asking. I don't think you can answer this with a few seconds. I'm seeing ticking down. So when we come back from the break, we'll begin with answering your question, Mr. Saint Pato, and then we'll go ahead. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Stay tuned.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock lasts.
I am happy. Hey, who carry ram where I type of backyard? Everybody for this house, come out.
What's happened? Ogamusa, why now?
I Ramo.
For this compound again.
Oh, wait, so Ogamusa, where you set for Sira? Where I for Sira? Ram where Adro Homes carry for my domot this morning for plot of land where I buy for their estate. Hey, even Musa said don't buy land. No, be only land. I even collect 30% discount plus gift. Yes, so Adro Ilea promo don't come again. Oh, you fit enjoy 30 to 45% discount on any land where you buy this season with an initial deposit of 100,000 to 2 million naira, and you fit pay small for 12 and 24 months. You go go and get gift items like big ram, big cow, bag of rice, refrigerator, and many more. This promo now from now to July. Terms and conditions dey. For more tori, waka go any of our offices or call 090-9393-4115 or 080-2461-8283. Hey, Ade, so now you carry my ram.
Ade.
Oga Musa, I say make I help you wash your ram so that when you kill her, you go give me small for inside chop. Oh.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock lasts.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo.
Tell me which kind thing Viva no fi wash away, 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 away. Gelato, tomato paste, the coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away, 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 away. Chicken in for your clothes now, all you need for Viva to wash away, 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 away. Gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand. Oh my Viva, you couldn't make you shine. Oh Viva, Viva. Oh no no. I love my Viva, oh Viva. Oh no no. Uncle say bye bye to very top stage, yo. Oh no no. Mama say bye bye to any kind stage, yo. Oh no no. Oh Viva, Viva. Oh no no. I love my Viva, Viva. Oh no no. No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock lasts.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3, welcome back to what I like to call the home run. It typically comes a bit later in the show, but today this is the home run of the show because we have a special report for you at about 8:30 a.m. So please stay tuned for that. And thank you for listening. My name is Onyinyechi Ekumankama, and in the studio with me we have the barrister here. And I said we'll start off with Saint Pato from Agara.
You're listening to the home of great talk and exciting conversations.
Many times, I think the word submission used in the context of marriage is very ambiguous.
When you eat granite too much, you will get eye problems. Or when you drink garlic too much, you get eye problems. It is true. Just like you said, these are myths.
He said, women, speak life into your husbands, even when he's not acting right. And I almost threw my phone at him.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Sincere apologies for that break in transmission, but that was a time check and it had to go. My bad. I take responsibility for that. So I was saying that we would continue from Saint Pato's question. Saint Pato from Agbara, he said, what if the man who talks about being in an abusive marriage is actually the problem? What if he's the one triggering the woman to provoke him? Please go ahead, sir.
How can you trigger someone to provoke you? That means when you trigger someone, meaning you provoke someone, then the person now provokes you. So in short, both of you are each other's provocations. And so you are a terrible match for each other. Do you understand how both of them could be their own provocation? The husband provokes the wife, who provokes him back in. One day somebody's head will be bashed in. A terrible mix.
All right. 020127709993, 020127719993, 020127729993, and 020127739993. On X at Nigeria Info FM, same with Skype and same on YouTube. On WhatsApp, the number is 0809-597-5805. Abraham from Lekki sends us a message which we'll take after this phone call. Good morning, 99.3. Hello, sir. How are you today?
Hello?
Please turn off your radio, sir. Good morning.
Turn off your radio.
Morning.
Thank you. Good
Thank
morning,
you
sir.
for calling.
This is Richard from Ajao Estate.
All right. Welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, Onyinye. Good morning, Barrister.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yeah, you are doing a great job. In fact, I want to tell you something.
Thank you, sir.
Some years ago, I was dating a lady. So I asked of her past, and she told me she was about getting married to a man. Then one day she caught the man with another lady, and fight ensued. In the process, she stabbed the man. It's only God that saved that man, that the man didn't, and the family called off the marriage. That day, in fact, I put that at the back of my mind and started looking for ways to run out. Do you know, Barrister, she repeated the same thing on me.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
There was a day when we met, there was a lady, we were not dating, she was not, just a platonic friend. So I introduced her to this my lady. So she knew her. But one day she came to my home, met the lady in my house, and started quarrel. In the process, she grabbed me on the neck like this and hit me against the wall. That if I miss you, she would beat me. It has gotten to that.
This is incredible, Hawk.
In the relationship.
Wow.
Very good, beautiful, general. My mom and every family member
Loved them, yes.
But I didn't know. My mom said I must marry that lady.
But Mr. Richard,
Because of what?
Mr. Richard, why did you not try to change her?
Why would I change somebody that stab somebody, wanted to kill somebody?
How haven't you heard that you can change people?
You cannot change anybody. No man can change anybody except God.
Thank you. I was just pulling your legs.
Except God.
All right,
Thank you, Mr. Richard. I hope you ran very far away.
Far away.
Thank
Since
you.
Then I've not even set my eye on her. I don't know. I only hear some time ago that she's overseas. That ends it. I don't know anything.
Yes, let overseas government deal with the
Goodness.
situation.
Good
Thank
morning.
you.
Good morning. Thank you very much for that message. I'm calling.
You tell me that you stabbed your ex. Immediate. There is no more conversation now. I would excuse myself by phone call. Excuse me. Let me pick this call. Straight up.
She kuku did not hide it. She told you
Ah,
the beginning.
boldness to tell me that I am in danger. Please.
Abraham from Lucky. I promise we'll take that message next. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Abraham is in a relationship. He's been in it for about 4 years now, or almost 4 years now. He says they love themselves so much. She's always faithful, supportive, but her level of anger is uncontrollable. Small thing can make her angry, and she cannot be controlled. Can this kind of union work?
It can work, sir.
Abraham is asking.
Sir Abraham, it can work. It can work. Is he a first-time listener?
I don't know. He didn't say.
You just mentioned that it is uncontrollable, so you want to, can it work? Can you control what is uncontrollable? You have seen her anger and still something is pushing. You see the devil that is pushing you. You better rebuke the devil in whatever name you can.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show, 99.3.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. First female caller.
Well done so much. I just want to quickly say something.
In 1 minute, please.
Issue that is going on Ben Cash. I don't know what this content creator. A young man and proposed to a lady. In fact, they should be getting married today if everything went the way that I saw them going on yesterday. The lady in question was caught cheating with her godfather.
With who?
Godfather.
I'm sorry. Huh?
Said that he is also sponsoring the wedding. He said he gave them too much millions.
Yeah.
And then the young guy now, with so much effort, she was sending almost pictures to that man. This guy saw it, so he decided he was no longer interested in the relationship. He was telling us the wedding. And the lady then catch go and see that she was not continuing.
I'm so sorry. We can't. We're
We
really
can't
struggling
really-
to hear you. Man. That line is
struggling
not clear,
to
but I think
hear
we
you.
got at least the gist of what you were trying to share. Thank you for calling, and sincere apologies that we couldn't take your call to the end. Hello, good morning, 99.3. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome, sir. What's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
My name is Daud. I'm calling you from Uganda.
It sounds like Moses. Moses. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
This is not Moses. My name is Daud.
Please go ahead, Daud.
okay.
You're welcome.
First time listener.
Oh,
First
awesome.
time
That means
call-
you're a first time caller as
okay.
well. Thank you for
This is
calling.
my first time listening.
You sound like
okay.
somebody
And
that
it
we
was
know.
so interesting.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Excuse
sir.
me. You have 1 minute, please, Mr. Dauda. Oh.
Oh.
Please call back if you can.
It sounded so much like Mr. Moses.
Moses is
I'm
probably like,
telling
what
you.
did I do, barrister? Good morning, 99.3. Welcome to the show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ma. How are you today?
I'm good.
Awesome. Please
My
go
name
ahead.
is Jane. I'm calling from Egbeda.
All right. Please go ahead in 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you. I wanted to ask the question if really I'm a malicious person or not. I got married 5 years ago. After 1 year in marriage, my husband started cheating with a lady. I'll cut him, he would beg me, we'll settle it. I'll cut him, will beg me, we'll settle it. This time around, I caught him about 3 weeks ago. And because it has been happening like 4 times, I just decided this time around to keep to myself. I just don't want to have anything to do with him. In fact, he listened to this program very well. We are together in the room. I just have to sneak out because I don't want to hear me calling you. Now I want to be on my own. I love my husband. God knows. But doing that, it keeps me off. And my action now is just to keep on myself. Let me be. Am I a malicious person?
Okay, so the first thing is that if he's listening to the radio, he has heard you, whether you sneaked out or not. He knows you are the one calling. Thank you for calling and for sharing this. So my question to you is, how long have you been married?
5 years.
Just 5 years? How many children?
2.
Can you take cheating? Can you handle it?
I can't. I don't like it. I don't want it.
But you've handled it like 2-3 occasions in 5 years.
You know what? When it happens, my husband will beg. He would do everything.
It's
any
not.
normal
It's not a
person would
matter
do.
of begging. Someone. I'm handling a case. The man stabbed the woman in the right hand. He begged, stabbed her in the left hand. He begged. Now he stabbed her around the neck. You know what? What are you? It's one of two things. Either you can handle it, or you cannot handle it. I'm sure on the judgment day, a lot of people will be begging God, begging Jesus that give us one more chance. The issue is, if you can handle it, you've handled it 3 times already. Do you think you can handle it again?
At this point, I think I'm even tired.
So the answer is no, you cannot handle it. Are you
No,
there?
I don't want to leave my husband either.
You can't eat your cake and have it. You would stay there and handle it, or you would leave. It's your choice. You can't have it both ways. That's the beginning of. You have just been married 5 years.
Yes.
It's not by force, ma. Marriage is not by force. If he cannot stay with you, then you cannot stay without him. Well, maybe that is a good mix. You cannot stay without him. You don't want to leave him, but he can leave you and be with others for a while, then come back to you and beg you. It's just up to you. There are some people that can handle it. You'll say, after all, they've already prepared us for cheating. But if it will affect you, if it is something you cannot take, looking at him knowing that he has been with another woman, then you do yourself a favor and stop dancing in between. Make up your mind. The decision is yours.
Okay. God bless you. Thank you.
Amen. You too, Epeleo. Sorry about that.
All right. On YouTube, we have a couple of comments. Esther Oboli says, "Good morning, Onyinyechi and Barrister Olumide. Watching you live on YouTube. Thanks for the enlightenment. Relationship 360 gives to all on a weekly basis. If you're in a malicious relationship, Barrister says free for your life." That's from Esther Oboli, aka Mrs. Oboli IKD. Brown Trendy says, "Educational." Again, Mrs. Oboli says, Barrister Olumide and sarcasm. She says, "No man is a changer because you certainly can't change a malicious person." All right, that's those are the comments we have on YouTube for now. We'll take a couple more before we allow the barrister to give his concluding thoughts. There's still time now, barrister. There's still small time. Someone says, "Barrister, do people learn, grow?" Kerelansi says, "Good morning, barrister. Do people learn, grow, and improve in marriage?"
If they want to. It depends. It depends. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. There are some old dogs that would dance to new tricks. It just depends on the person. If you want to improve, if you want to be better. Some people are just like, love me like this. This is who I am. They do not change. They are just there. They say, this is how you met me. But there are some people who make the effort. So it depends on who you are with. I definitely want to get better. I'm always updating, upgrading. I want to be better. So, and I would not just say it, I will do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to take one call, see if we have time for more. If not, we'll take your thoughts and then come back to calls and messages. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. It's 99.3.
Hello?
Good morning. How are you, ma? Oh, my. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I'm sorry, we're struggling. Please call back if you can, if we have some time. Good morning, 99.3.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. You're welcome. What's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
This is Emmanuel.
All right, please go ahead in 1 minute, please. 1 quick minute. Thank you.
Please, I want to welcome the barrister. I'm a first-time listener.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you for calling as well.
Yes, barrister, please. I have a relationship, and this lady, she's pregnant already.
You have to
I'm
be
in a
fast, sir.
relationship.
You have to be fast, sir.
Okay, so she's pregnant already, but she gets easily angered, like not easily angered. When anything happens, she's like, I don't want any man to take me for a ride anymore. And all of those, keep saying, murmuring things. She could be at something for a very long time, and that kind of person. Or she's pregnant. Is this something I can go ahead with in marriage?
Okay, let me ask a question. How long have you been dating her?
we've been dating for close to a year right now, but it's off and on.
Off and
All
on.
of that.
Off and
Yes,
on.
and
Can I ask you a question? Without the pregnancy, would you consider her your best choice for marriage? If the pregnancy was not there?
no, sir. If I'm to do that, I will just do it out of
No, hold, just answer me yes or no. Would you, if she were not pregnant, would you want to marry her?
no, sir.
Okay, so don't marry because of pregnancy. You will be a father. Pregnancy does not mean husband, it means father. So you will be a father, a very responsible one at that, but do not force yourself to marry because of pregnancy. A lot of failed marriages were marriages out of pregnancy, out of pity, and then you are sleeping and waking up next to a person you look at and you keep telling yourself, if not for this pregnancy, I wouldn't have married this man. I wouldn't have married for the rest of your life. That is torment. If she is not the kind that you can marry or you don't want to marry, but this is the question. If you knew that she's not your candidate for marriage, then why did you go ahead to keep her for 1 year and then get pregnant?
No, like I said, the whole thing was off and on. She just came back about a month, and then, but the issue now is that she's threatening that if we're not married, that I may not have access to the child because in her culture.
Forget all that one. There are laws that takes care of that one. The law, you just go to court. Listen, you say off and on. Whether it is off or on, or in the middle of off and on, you have said that she's not the kind of woman you want to marry. So why are you opening the door? Off and on. Then let it stay off. And then go and look for your own. Go and look for the person you really want to marry. You put yourself in this situation, sir. And you are going to have to cope with the consequence. Whatever threat, whatever thing she does, yes, you will take it and you will smile because you caused it. But taking away your child, you will not see the child. That is, there are laws for that. You can never deny a father except the man is abusive, except the man is unsafe for the child. There are laws that protect that. So forget all that one that someone is telling you can't see the children or the child.
All right. Thank you for calling. Let me let you go, sir. I'm looking at about 6 minutes to go, so please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to the program. I really appreciate. Now, you remember some weeks ago, I told you of the story of Ife, a young victim who was defiled by 7 men and got pregnant. She was already 7 months pregnant before we could get to her all the way from Badagry. She has delivered a baby girl.
Is she okay? Is she
that
fine?
was Tuesday at the Island Maternity. I was there, overnight while she went into labor at 15.
She went into labor. I thought the plan was for a CS.
The CS. And now.
Okay, so they
finish the story.
Sorry, sir.
So she came a week early. The CS, the procedure was supposed to be for next week, but somehow contractions started, and we had to rush her to. And it was not funny because they had to rush while preparing for a CS in the morning. She just delivered.
She actually delivered.
She actually delivered. I was in utmost confusion.
Oh my God! I hope she's okay.
She is actually fine.
Oh, thank God.
She is actually fine. I want to really, maybe she might not like this, but there's no way I would not appreciate Dr. Olufunke Olamigoke of the Island Maternity. Yeah. She heard the story because, it was a CS. Her entire waist is not as, this my arm, this my hand, my fingers. I don't know how the baby passed through, but thank God.
Oh, thank God.
She delivered on Tuesday, very early hours of Tuesday. And mother and child are doing very fine. To those of you that sent to help us out, we have been taking care of her for about 2 months now. The second phase in the journey now begins between today and tomorrow. will be discharged, and then taking care of the child, making decisions. Yeah, but decisions have to be made. Can a child take care of a child? Finances, the family cannot, the mother is late, the father cannot afford. We have been solely responsible for everything till now. We're going to get there, but thank you everyone for your support. Your support is what has kept her alive, or given us the ability to take care of her. And then, we are in the second phase now, which is we've gotten a place where hired someone who would, take care of her, the pressing and all those things, the teaching her how to take care of the baby and
basically
all that.
Someone to do a
yes,
for her,
a retired nurse, and well, we will continue the next phase, and the trial continues. How we would now see which of the DNA, which of the 7 men, we have 3 in custody, will get the remaining. Which of the 7 men, which includes her pastor and the pastor's younger brother and the father's older brother, also, and the man who was supposed to take her to school, the NAPEP driver. 7 men defiled this girl. It was not funny. It is well. We will get to the bottom of it. The 3 of them are already there in custody at the state CID. Thank you very much for your support. Then the second, remember the story of Pastor Chris Esang and his wife, who Pastor Esang has been missing of the Province 20 Redeemed Christian Church of God, and the wife, who unfortunately took her own life, died by her hands about 31st of May. We had some engagements. The church reached out to us, and the new people, the new leadership, did not even know about, they didn't know who he was. The old ones that knew were not aware of the situation. And they did something very magnanimous. They have taken over, the children have been out of school for 2 years. They've taken over the school fees till the university, and they gave them a very generous sum to at least stabilize them. Yes, so that was very, they even called the school, right there from the church, and told them to forward all their school fees, everything to the church. I really appreciate that. So when we have heard from the family now, the story is complete. You've heard from the church, and investigations ongoing, and we thank God that we have a good start. Then the Purple Curtain was last Saturday. Fantastic. Every 3rd Saturday of every month, there is a program, the Purple Curtain, which in partnership with the Rose of Sharon Glorious Ministry International, University of Marriage, and our own organization presents the Purple Curtain every 3rd Saturday, where all these questions you are asking, it will be a forum. It's just for questions and answers, and those that need help. Maybe you might have a situation you want to see me. That will be the program. You come to it 12 to 3 every 3rd Saturday at number 14 Ogunlano Drive. It held last week. Thank you very much to all that came. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week, I think. Yes, for those that might want to reach out to me, my number is 0909 3214 942. 0909 3214 942. And you can follow me on Instagram at gnosis_help. That is GNOSIS_help. All my teachings, all the programs on this radio for the past, since 2020, are stored and recorded there. It's a concise library for you to, everything as concerning relationships that you need to know is there. It's a very concise library for you to dig into. That is at Gnosis, GNOSIS_help. Every Thursday, I'm also on Instagram Live at the same handle, at Gnosis_help, for just before you say I do, 1 hour, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can join me there. There I can speak even more bluntly, not Onyinye, with the cane, always trying to, I speak, I'm free to speak there. So thank you everyone for listening. I really appreciate, and for your support, those that have been supporting us. We couldn't have done this without you.
Right. Thank you, sir, for coming on the show. And I'm super happy to hear that this young lady is fine. Her baby's fine. Thank God.
Yes.
Truly is a miracle because someone sends a message saying, "Good morning, Barrister Lumide." Says she's dancing for the good news and that she'll make a little support for the cause. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, listening, and sending in messages and just being there. We'll take a break now and then return with that special broadcast that we have for you. I know you're wondering. Stay tuned to find out what it is. 99.3.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Let us dive into the heart of global affairs.
We go beyond the headlines and into the real stories shaping our world.
Why pay more than $200 million to have 1,000 Kenyans just come to Haiti when we could use that money to train the police?
What you've done with your grief is actually to spread it and give it and turn it into the love.
This served Netanyahu because he didn't think Hamas would ever be a serious military threat.
Congo is a country with so much wealth. The people have control.
From the corridors of power to the front lines of change, Borderline brings you in with analysis of the issues.
The U.S. has power over them. Most of them will steal money from Haiti and invest in the U.S.
Some people who support Sonko and Jumai, over half of them don't have a voter's card.
Join Ireti Bakari Yusuf on Borderlines as she engages with policymakers and thought leaders,
giving you perspectives and insights you won't find anywhere else.
Be part of the conversation. Join us live.
Your voice matters on Borderlines, and we explore the complexities.
Every Friday at 4 p.m.
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Stay informed, stay engaged.
Step into the conversation.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.